As we open up our time together this week, I'm going to ask everyone, let's put your thinking cap on for a moment. I'm going to ask you, start thinking about your clients as you follow along with my message this week. So when you start thinking about your clients, I just have to ask you, are you staying true to your words? Are you staying true to your actions? And are you leading with a grateful heart? Are you leading with a grateful heart? To quote the legendary Zig Ziglar, Zig went on to say this: among the things you can give and still keep are your word, a smile, and a grateful heart. So, in our time together this week, I'm going to title this week's message, Selling from the Heart. It's the difference maker. It is the difference maker inside a world full of broken promises. You see, keeping your promise brings value and simply makes it possible for you to earn respect that, quite frankly, in a sales world, it's sorely, sorely, sorely needed. And we can all agree to that. You know, the expression keeping promise means doing an act you have previously said to do. It's simply your commitment. It's a commitment that you make to another person. So if we bring this right into sales, it's a commitment you make to your clients and your future clients. It's about keeping your promise. Just think of this as a verbal contract between two people. But I'm just going to throw this out there, and I'm just being real when I say this. Let's just all be honest. The sales world is incredibly inconsistent. Throughout the years, throughout the decades, how many times have your clients been let down by somebody in sales who, quite frankly, says one thing and then they do another? Let's face it, it's countless times. And it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. So, whether you're an executive leader, whether you're a sales leader, whether you're a sales individual, if you make a promise to somebody, such as your clients, the consequence, the absolute consequence of you breaking that said promise could be devastating. And that's just set aside. That's simply set aside how this affects your relationship. But as breaking that said promise is going to damage your credibility. And we all know where trust and credibility sits in the sales world right now. Unfortunately, it's extremely low. But you can control that. So here's what I want us to think about. When you break a simple promise, four things could possibly happen. You miss an opportunity to excel. You could start to damage your client relationships. Your clients will refer to you as being unreliable. And most of all, your reputation can trigger what I call adverse results. So in a world full of busted dreams, broken promises, and it's selling from the heart, what I refer to as empty suits, when you can sell from the heart, you become the difference maker. It's the commitment that you make to emotionally connect to your clients and your future clients. So here's what I want us to think about. And it's a simple question, but I want everybody to stop and think about this. Why can you bring your heart to your personal relationships, but leave it at the front door of your professional relationships? Isn't that interesting? And I just want us to think about this. So as I leave you this week, and by the way, I sincerely thank you for hanging out with me this week. I want everyone to grab a sheet of paper right now. Grab a sheet of paper and a pen. Got it? Cool. So what I'd like for you to start thinking about is I want you to think about your client relationships. I want you to think about your new client relationships, new sales opportunities, things you're working on, things that are in your funnel right now. And I'd like for you to write down the following. And here we go. When I break a promise, as little as it might be, how does this affect my ability to foster connection, satisfaction, differentiation, and trust? I'll repeat that. Here's the question. When I break a promise, as little as it might be, how does this affect my ability to foster connection, satisfaction, differentiation, and trust? I believe, and I'm here to share with you, if you want to drive exponential growth, then I encourage you to get to the heart of what matters with your clients. And that means stop breaking promises. Together, I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you, because together we're joining forces. We're standing up. We're rising together. And we're bringing selling from the heart to the forefront. It's about bringing care, compassion, curiosity, connection, and building community with your clients. Why? Because your future clients and your current clients, they'd rather connect to and do business with a sales professional who sells from the heart, as opposed to a sales rep who is an empty suit. I want each and every one of you to have an amazing week. Thank you so much. Take care.